So you didn't have plans to go run into Blueface or see Blueface or confront him or anything, is what you're saying?
Who was Blueface? Well, at the time he was going viral for smoking a crack pipe. Who's gonna run to go see Blueface? Like seriously, like no shade or nothing.
Well, no. I meant to go get at him. You know what I mean?
I didn't even know it was him. You see what I'm saying? Like I was so concussed. Like I had a concussion and everything. Like I didn't know who he was. I didn't know anything. You know what I mean? I just see a mob of people. I just see a group of people over there. And like I said, I know they're the ones who jumped me. Like I don't know it's him over there. Why would I think a celebrity is beating my ass?
Okay, and you're outside, you're in your truck, dudes run up on you and you take off. And, and at this point, I mean, you're probably like just trying to get out of there, I guess, at this point, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And then you hear a shot.
I hear several shots.
I
hear about 3 or 4 shots. Like I said, when I hear the shots, I dug down. My window's still down at this point. I dug down and I'm just trying to get up out of there. But I guess while trying to get out of there, like I said, I had been drinking prior to that. So trying to get out of there, I guess like I hit something or whatever. I didn't know what I hit, but the car is now stopped. Everybody's now running up to my car and like my car isn't driving. So at that point, I just like, I see everybody running up with the guns and I'm just trying to get up out of there. You know what I mean? Like I don't have a gun or anything on me. So it's like, if I did, why wouldn't I be shooting back or why wouldn't I shoot first without asking any questions? That it's just like logic has to take priority at some point. You know what I mean? Why would I walk up and get to talking instead of just shooting if I had a gun? So when his lawyer said that was just complete BS. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's just a whole bunch of stuff. As far as that goes, it's just like BS, the joke, me starting to fight in the club, me getting, me being a gangbanger, me pressing him, or me just trying to run him over or something like that. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And at the time I have a great job on salary, making good money. You know what I mean? So it's like, I have no reason to even put myself in jeopardy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. Okay. So now you take off and you get out of there. I take it. Okay. And, at this point, what are you thinking? How you feeling, once you actually get out of there?
At this point, like, I just assume I got paranoia and like, I got paranoia at this time. Like, I don't know what cars are following me, what's going on. All I know is my car is smoking. Well, the tire is at least. My car is smoking. It's not really driving properly and I can smell the burning and all that stuff. So at this point, like I said, I'm just trying to get up out of there. I'm just trying to get to safety at this point.
You said your car's smoking. Why was your car smoking?
Like I said, I don't know. I hit something trying to get out of there while ducking down or whatever. So it's like, I don't know exactly what I hit, but when I hit whatever I hit, it's like it damaged the front fender of my car. So it's like I'm driving it, but I'm forcing it. You know what I mean? It's taking the thread off the tire. I don't know that at the time, but like I said, I smell the burn and I see the smoke. So
now, I believe you got skimmed when you got shot, or how bad did you actually get shot?
Yeah, so I got a graze on my hand or whatever. I didn't realize I had been shot until the following day. So that not even that following day, that same night, that same morning, you know what I mean? It all took place that night, early morning. So that same morning, I realized that like I said, I can't see, I can't talk, I can't walk, all of that. And my lady is just like, she's looking at me kind of crazy. Cause like I said, she picked me up off the ground when I got jumped. So she just looking at me like hella crazy when she's seeing my hand all cut open and shit and bleeding like it is. She's just like looking at me hella weird, but I'm not sure why at this point. Fast forward a little bit where, like I said, it's a company truck. So that part of the story is correct. The job that I had supplied me with the truck where I could get around and, do the jobs I needed to do out of town and such and so forth. So I did have to report the vehicle. I did have to report the damages to the vehicle. But honestly, at this time, I don't even know where the vehicle is. So it's hard for me to even know where the car is. My girl has to tell me that. She tells me where I parked the car at because she told me to stop the car. So once she tells me that, I get a ride up there in the morning or whatever. And now I'm out there busted up hand, busted up face and shit like that. Just, reporting this shit to my job, letting them know what all took place, letting them know I got shot and shit like that. Because as soon as I walk up to the car, I see all the shell casings inside the car. I see where it grazed my window and shit like that and hit my sternum wheel. My sternum wheel's all blown out, blood all over the dashboard and shit like that. I didn't know any of that at the time because it was dark. It was pitch black. I didn't know any of that at the time. I'm just trying to get to safety or whatever. So when I finally get to the car that following morning, I realized that I have been shot. Like, what the so like I said, I had already let my job know the whole dealio or whatever. I just have to go up there and take the pictures of the car and stuff like that to let them know what happened. Told them everything, you know what I mean? Top to bottom, everything. And my job was still with me. My job was still with me. They still kept me on. They was just making sure I was okay. Because they know the type of person I am. Fast forward 3 months later, after that situation, I lose my job because of the blog saying that I started the fight. I instigated the fight because of the joke, which is a complete lie. So it's like, it's hard even working and shit like that because of how public this shit has become and just like how wild it has been going. You know what I mean?
Okay, now that morning,
Mhm.
do you go to the doctors? Do you go to the hospital?
Yeah.
At what point do the police get involved?
So that morning I go to the ER, but it's a Sunday now. It's a Sunday. The police department closed at a certain time, and the little ER that I went to had a long ass wait line, this and that. So once I do that, get my X-rays and all that type shit, I then try to go to the police department, but they're closed. So I just wait till the next day to go up there. I go up there the next day or whatever, and just say what happened. You know what I mean? Because I'm not sure what happened that night. And like I said, I had to report the vehicle to my job. So it's only right that I go in there and face up to whatever I did because I clearly hit something. You know what I mean? So I was just trying to cover my ass as well. You know what I mean? For my job, go in there and the police instantly grilled me. The police grilled me like they grilled me as if I shot myself or as if I shot up the club and then came there to be like, oh yeah, somebody shot up the club, but it's not me. Like that's some dumb shit. Like, so basically he just grilled me and he puts me in handcuffs and basically just like tells me like, all right, I hear your story, but it sounds like you're a gangbanger. Sounds like you did this, sounds like you did that. And just wasn't even hearing me out. So I just said it after that point. You know what I mean?
Okay. And what's it like explaining to your job that you got bullet holes in your company truck?
That's what I'm saying. My job knows me. People know me. I'm not the type of person to start a fight. I'm not the type of person to be just shit talking and just being disrespectful for no reason. I don't have a reason to. I don't want anything he has. I don't want anything anybody has, actually. So there's no reason for me to do that. My job, I thought, had my back and knew who I was. That's why they kept me for another 3 months until March. Well, yeah, 3 months until March. So it's just like when I was explaining it to them, it was, what is there to lie about? So I showed them pictures of my face after it happened. I showed them pictures of my hand. I went to the doctor. I did everything I was supposed to do to cover my ass and show that I'm not lying about anything. You know what I mean?
How long do you end up staying at the police station?
I mean, honestly, bro, like I said, I'm arrested probably within 5 minutes of being there. And then I just tell them, just take me to jail. I'm done talking. Take me to jail. So I'm probably in there for maybe 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they release you, and what do they tell you when they release you?
No, they don't release me. They take me to jail because they say I have a warrant.
Oh.
So they just take me to jail because they say I have a warrant when I have a gunshot injury and shit like that, face up, all of that shit. They just, like, you know what I mean, take me to jail and just tell me like it is what it is. So basically when the case finally hits the blogs, several months after, it took place in October. It doesn't hit the blogs until, probably another month or two after. You know what I mean? Once it hits the blogs, I'm in Chicago at the time. I don't know anything. I don't know what charges. I don't know. They're even pursuing the case. So when the shit comes out and my name is released and shit like that, and I'm in a whole nother state and I haven't gotten a heads up or call or you sure or we need you to talk about this or whatever, it's already all over the media.
So they never came back and questioned you about that night or anything? Oh, okay. So you were probably pretty surprised when you found out he was arrested.
Exactly, especially for attempted murder.
Okay. And now he gets arrested. We seen the video of him getting arrested, and I believe he was with Krishan when he got arrested. It was on video. And, what are you thinking at this time? How are you feeling about the situation?
Like I said, it's a whirlwind. As soon as it happens, like I said, my phone instantly blows up because my name is all over the press release. They say my whole name and shit like that. So I got the Las Vegas Review Journal. I got all these media outlets coming to my house and stuff like that, trying to get interviews and trying to get the inside scoop or whatever. And it's just like my phone, I'm getting so many messages on my phone. It says overheating. Like, come on now. Like, phone blowing up. People I know, making fun, asking what happened, people just trying to check on me, stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's coming all different ways. But, you know what I mean? Who wants that to be broadcasted while you out of town on business? Especially when you don't know it's going to happen.
How long did it take you to recover from your injuries?
It took me about, I want to say, a good month really to kind of get back right. It was a graze. It's not a life threatening issue, but it is to my hand. You know what I mean? And honestly, it was a lot closer to hitting elbow and shoulder than anything. But yeah, it just grazed my hand, but it still took a damage on me. I had a few minor, I would say minor to serious, aftermaths of it, where, like I said, the paranoia, my head was like shaking weird for a while. Nerves just wasn't right all the way. You know what I mean? Walk was still a little funny for a while. But at this time, I'm not trying to lose my job. So I'm going back to work and I'm trying to just, get through it.
Yeah, I hear that. Things go on, and at one point, are you contacted by the police again for this, or asked your side again or anything?
The only time I'm contacted again by the police is when they're about to do his first arraignment and they're about to just say what plea agreement they're about to give him. That's it. Like I said, that's when I seen the video of me getting my ass whooped. That's when he basically just told me, hey, this is what the state is offering him, probation and this and that. I'm just like, I don't care. That's literally what I told him. I don't give a, like, y'all not doing shit. No way. Y'all not doing y'all job. So I don't really give a, like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I didn't give about that shit. And like I said, I wasn't included on any of that. So it just is what it is on that part as well.
Okay. And now the day comes. He's getting sentenced.
Yeah.
And, did they invite you to come, or is that just something you wanted to do on your own?
So they tell me that it's beneficial for me to come, number one. But they don't tell me that. I don't find out about when when my victim impact statement is supposed to be released or anything. I find that out the night before. I found that out literally the night before. But I'm moving, so I wasn't really paying attention to it. Like, I wasn't tripping on it. But my lawyer texted me like, hey, do you want to do your impact statement or whatever? So when he texts me again at 8:30 and the meeting starts at 9:15 or something, I'm already at work. Like, I forgot about it. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, yeah, whatever, I'll go. Whatever, I'll go. You know what I mean? He gonna be in there, whatever, I'll go. It's my first time seeing him since the whole incident happened. I got a lot of emotions built up. I got a lot of, my head is, I'm just steaming, really. Honestly, I'm just mad. So when I go in there, I change my clothes in the car, I go up in there. And then, basically, like I said, I'm just like, I don't know what I want to do all the way up until I go up in there. I don't have any set things to say. I don't have any, script to go off of. Nobody told me to take the selfie, this or that. Like, I didn't have anything planned to say. I didn't know what I was supposed to say. I didn't know how it was supposed to go, honestly. But at the end of the day, when I took that selfie, when I finally got a chance to see him, I wanted to throw my middle finger up in the selfie. But when you see the bailiff come up, I thought he was about to grab me, and I wasn't trying to go back to jail. I was on my break. So, and like I said, this is my first time getting a job in 5 months since that whole incident when I lost my job in March. So it's been pretty tough. I'm not trying to lose another good job over some bullshit. But at the end of the day, I didn't know what I wanted to do when I was in that courtroom. You know what I mean? I really just wanted to jump over the table and get at him. But that ain't gonna help me either. Selfie probably wasn't the right thing to do either. But I don't know. It was just an impulse thing. So I could live with that.
Okay, you posted with the caption, "Pussy ass dude."
Nigga, but yeah. I think he a clown, honestly. Yeah, I just think he a clown, just the way he carry himself, just the way he moves. But it's just me, you know what I mean? Not everybody agrees with what I say. Not everybody agrees with how I come off. At the end of the day, I'm just a man. I'm not trying to act super tough or anything like that. I'm just Tay, you know what I mean? I can't be nothing other than that. I can't help that people are intimidated by me or whatever, you know what I mean? I can't help that people don't press me or don't ask me, hey, do you gangbang? Like normal LA protocol is. You know what I mean? Too scared to do any of that. So it's like, honestly, I'm not trying to be tough. I'm not trying to be any of that. I'm just a man. He bleeds the same way I bleed. Hey, everybody got a day. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? That's really how I feel. If I had a one-on-one fight with him, I'd dog walk his punk ass for real, but it is what it is. So.
He gets 24 to 60 months suspended sentence. And you're not too happy about that.
Well, no, it wasn't about the sentence. And I think that's where people are kind of confused about. Like I said, it was my first time seeing him in general. But like I said, I have fault cases. I know other people who have battle cases. And like I said, for a bullshit domestic, you'll get more time. For a regular Joe carrying a firearm, you'll get more time. This dude do bullshit all over the globe and it's just accepted. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. It's just, I'm calling out the hypocrisy of it. That's all. It's just stupid. It's just dumb. I knew the justice system wasn't on my side in the first place. but that was just my chance to vent and get it off my chest, like I said.
Okay, and you get there, you know what I'm saying? You go up there, you kind of go off on the judge. And she tries to explain herself and said that it's not about him being a celebrity.
But we can all say that's bullshit, right? I mean, honestly though, $5,000 to bail out. I've had that higher for other bullshit I've done. It's like, come on now, like, let's be real about that. Like, shit like that is laughable. But it's like, at the end of the day, probation is whatever it is. Like, I don't care about his punishment. Like, what I was trying to get across was, I know if this was me in those same situations, if I shot him in the club with crowded people or whatever, or I did whatever he does or whatever, it's like, it's not going to be looked at the same. So it just is what it is. You know what I mean? It's really not about the sentencing. It's like, it's way more personal than that now. You know what I mean? So I don't really care about the sentencing. I was just, like I said, trying to call out the hypocrisy of the whole thing.
Okay. And you got quite a bit of backlash for taking the selfie.
Yeah, but
how'd you feel about that?
It's what it is. You know what I mean? You can't convince people on the internet of anything. You know what I mean? They just gonna run with it. They gonna talk. They gonna do what they gonna do. I'm a regular person just like them. I would like to see what they would do in those same situations. That's all.
Do you regret taking the selfie looking back on it?
Like I said, I don't think it was the best thing to do, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
And I can say that looking back, hindsight now. Like, I can say that looking back, like, it wasn't probably the best thing to do, but at the end of the day, shit, is what I did. I'm gonna live with it. It's cool.
Somebody posted saying that, you know, should Blueface give you a one-on-one?
Why shouldn't he? He should.
You replied to that.
Yeah, I mean, because like I said, at the end of the day, I mean, like I said, I'm just a man. And all it is just give me a level playing field and let's see how it really goes. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. People just, like I said, like to talk on the internet or like to act so big and bad or whatever. And I'm a real life person. So whatever I say on the internet, I can say in person. I can do in person.
Now, you know, going through this, you know, were you kind of surprised about all the blogs picking it up and all the media attention that it got?
A little bit. I was kind of, like I said, I was just kind of disappointed at kind of how some of the narratives are. You know what I mean? Because if a rapper gets shot, it's like, oh man, we got to stop shooting these rappers and this and that. But if a rapper do some dumb shit, it's just like, hey man, you got to move a little bit better, and we don't know what this person did or didn't do or whatever. And it's just like, that's bullshit. It's bullshit. Call a spade and let's keep it pushing. You know what I mean? And if it's a popularity contest, I'll never win that. But if you want to put hands on it, I could do that. So ain't tripping on that.
Now, I believe the club got shut down afterwards, after this happened?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you been back to the club since then? Or any other clubs? Or, you know, what's your...
I'm always out. I'm right after this happened, like I said, I was in LA, Chicago, everywhere. I haven't not been anywhere. You know what I mean? Memphis. I've been all over the place. I've been outside in Vegas. It's been a year or so. I've been places, a lot of places.
Okay. Man, is there anything else you want to add before we get out of here?
No, like I said, I just came on the show though, because I am a big fan of yours. But I also came because I felt like it'd be a chance for me to just get my side out there. People are trying to run with these weird, wild narratives that I'm some gangbanger, that I started it, that I, you know, do this or that. And it's like I just came on here to give the real, like, because everybody gonna say what they're gonna say, but it's like, I can come back with receipts. I have pictures of how I was looking. The DA has the video of how I got my ass beat. Like I said, I'm still surprised that didn't get released or whatever, but stuff like that, it's like, I have no reason to lie. I didn't rat on anybody. You know what I mean? I don't have any dealings with this fool. You know what I mean? Like, you know, my partner, like, we not from the same gang. It ain't like no Tekashi shit. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So, I mean, like I said, I live with every decision I make, and so will every man in this world.
How do you feel about everybody calling you a snitch?
I don't care. I don't care because, like I said, those be the same people who never did shit in their life and try to live by some dumbass code, or some people who just talking on the internet who like don't even have friends, or who probably work for the police department or some shit. I don't really care about that. Like, calling me a snitch is just a word. Like, that doesn't bother me. Like, it doesn't bother me. Nobody ever called me a snitch to my face, so that's all I gotta say about it.
That was why you were stuck in Vegas, because I saw you in Vegas. You were on house arrest in Vegas. That was from that, right?
Nah. Oh yeah, that's why I was stuck in Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah.
But at that time, no, I didn't have nothing going on. So
crazy.
I was just in Vegas having fun.
Well, listen, man, I appreciate you for hanging.
Nah, thanks for having me, brother.
I can't wait for you to be able to go to Arizona so we can get you at 11/11 soon.
Hell yeah, I can't wait to go to Arizona. You know, that's one of my favorite.
Oh, I know it is.
That's one of my favorite
I know
spots.
it is. You're going to end up moving there. I got a feeling one day. They're going to be like, yo, you know, Blueface is living in Scottsdale. I'll be like, checks out.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was thinking that.
Man, it's just dope to see. You know, I mean, look, man, stay the fuck out the way, dog.
Nah,
please.
for sure, brother. I'm in the
You're
cut.
a fucking enterprise.
I'm in the cut like a Band-Aid, man. I ain't doing nothing.
You have a real opportunity to like
turn it around.
But also like you said, you're an entertainer, bro.
Yeah.
If you do this shit the right way, you're an all-time entertainer. Like people love you, dog.
Thank you. I love the people too.
Yeah.
What?